Coming up next on The Beat Goes On, we welcome back Janice Willis from Elderly Assist. As the years go by, we tend to gather and collect. Then comes the day for the big shift. If you need to downsize and declutter, Janice is the expert. Janice Willis, how are you?
Hi, Gerard.
Gosh.
Great to be back.
You've just made it in time, Janice, for Christmas. We were worried about you not getting here, but you're here, sitting in that seat. We've got 2 more shows to go, of course, and this Monday night and then the following Monday night. So you just made it. And I'll tell our viewers that you've got a lovely new brochure.
I do.
Yeah. Elderly Assist. I'm going to get you to tell our viewers exactly what you do in a couple of minutes. But I love the story in here, Janice. I thought it was lovely. I'm going to read it out for you. Hi, I'm Janice Willis. And I can clearly remember the day I first came up with the idea for my business, Elderly Assist. I had my head in a cupboard full of Tupperware. Is this true? Helping a friend move from the family home they had lovingly occupied for many years. And I wondered how elderly folk, without friends or family to help, fared in the same situation. That's so true, isn't it?
Yeah,
so you found that
true.
job quite demanding that day.
I did. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I really felt for the person that I was assisting, who was actually an older person assisting a much older person. And just not really knowing all of the networks and how to sell things, and we're thinking about doing a garage sale and all sorts of things. So I kind of helped them for a while, and then came home and pondered on whether or not there would be a business opportunity, and just kind of all went from there, really, Gerard.
And the name, who came up with the name? Did you come up with the name?
Well, look, I did actually. I did. I most of my previous career, I'd been a personal assistant and an operations manager, and I guess I was just playing with the fact that I wanted to assist and not take over, to just come alongside and just help people, because I think that, it's their move.
Yeah.
They need to decide what they want to take and what they want to leave behind. Most of the time we have to prod them about leaving a few more things behind. But we're just there, I say to them, we're their arms and their legs. You make a lot of the decisions if you can, and we'll just help you to do that.
Now, what percentage, when you say elderly assist, are you? What percentage are you dealing with the sons and daughters of the deceased estate, or an elderly person itself?
We're doing a lot of deceased estates. And estate clearances, and sometimes they are estate clearances where an elderly person has become unwell and needs to go to a home, and they are a rest home, and we need to come alongside and clear the house in preparation for the house to be sold. And we do deceased estates. We work with lawyers and powers of attorney. It's actually quite seasonal, because sadly a lot of elderly people die in the winter. So just as we're going into spring to sell houses in the property market, we're also doing a lot of deceased estates. So I think we've done about 6 or 7 in a row recently.
So the 2 big words in your life is downsizing and decluttering.
That's right.
Decluttering.
Yeah.
Well, you've been on the program before, Janice, and I told you about my dad. Look, it was hours of work in his garage. I don't know what he stored in there, but we found 5 nuclear bombs. We found 6 submarines.
Feels like that, doesn't it? It just keeps coming and coming,
And we found about 500 Time magazines and about, all the stuff that he stored. Why did the elderly... why do they want to store things?
Because they're the children of their parents that went through the Depression, and they actually were brought up in a culture where they need to reuse and save. And while that's a good thing, sometimes it comes a time where you just have to let things go, that you're not always going to use them. As I've mentioned before, we give downsizing and decluttering workshops where elderly people gather in their associations and in retirement villages. And we talk about less is more, and the 80-20 rule, where really we tend to only use 20% of our possessions.
Now, for our New Plymouth viewers, hello New Plymouth. I was born in New Plymouth.
Oh, you were.
Yeah, very special place, this New Plymouth.
Yeah, it is.
Now, we've had a Stuart, wasn't he? He came in with you the last time, and now Stuart's moved to New Plymouth.
Yes.
So you now have elderly assist in New Plymouth?
We do,
Wow.
yeah.
And it won't be long before every town in New Zealand has elderly assist.
I hope so. Yes, Stu has relocated to New Plymouth. His wife comes from there, and he's gone back there.
Before we give the telephone number, Janice, I want you to stress again that this is one of the first things that you learned, This is a stressful time for everyone, isn't it? And that is really, I mean, it's easy to get a truck in and just throw everything in a truck, but you're different.
Yeah.
Tell us that point of difference.
Okay, so what we do for our clients, we offer a full and complete service, but also a pick and mix. You know, you can take what you like from our services. If your family can do part of it, that's great. We don't have a problem with that. So we'll come in and we'll help you downsize and declutter. We'll sell the goods for you that you don't want to take with you to your new home. And when we sell your goods, we don't take a commission. So everything we get for them, we'll pass that on to you. We work with...
That's a great service,
yeah,
isn't it?
well, we don't. I just don't believe that it's ethical for me to take a commission on the sale of my clients.
What about 3%, eh? 3%?
No,
oh, come on, Janice.
We don't take anything because the thing is, Gerard, often I have to ask my clients to part with items that they don't want to part with because they love them, because I know they're not going to fit into a retirement village, and so no, we don't clip the ticket anywhere.
That's
we
very
work
good
with
of you,
we work with traders and collectors, second-hand dealers, and we have a lot of people, because they've seen me on your show, make themselves aware to me that they collect a certain item, and we're able to marry them together with our clients, and so it's a win-win.
You're thinking of decluttering and downsizing, and Janice is going to be right there beside you, so you need to call 0800
839
839
874.
874.
And look, I just wanted to wish my clients that we have moved into retirement villages a really happy and Merry Christmas. It was wonderful working with you. But if you do need some help in the new year, I have a large team that are ready and willing to come along and work with you.
You're free every day except from 12 to 2 on Christmas Day, is that right?
No, Gerard, no. We are having a bit of a break this year. We work through every year. We're going on a break just before Christmas, and we'll be back on the 5th of January. And we already have bookings into February, March and April. So
I say marriage is really doing great things for you.
Oh, Gerard, that's very kind. I do have a wonderful...
I've never seen you look so happy, Janice.
I do have a wonderful husband, and most of my clients will tell you that I love to bake, and I bake for my clients, but I have a wonderful husband who loves to cook, and so I do come home most nights to a cooked meal, which is a real new thing for me. But yeah, thank you. I am very happy, but I'm happy because I love what I do, and my team love what they do, and we find it very rewarding assisting elderly to move, and the general public moving assist is going really well too. So that's great.
Janice, happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
to
New Year.
you.
Just have a wonderful time, and have a wonderful holiday. And I'm going to see you next year.
You will. I think we'll do some... We keep saying we're going to do some downsizing and decluttering tips, so we'll do that next year.
Excellent. All right, thanks, Janice. Bye.
Okay, bye.